And good evening, everybody. Welcome to SNSN's continuing coverage of high school sports. Tonight, we got a real one. We got a real one on the card for you tonight, right?
I guess so.
Right, Nicole?
Francine. Yeah, I was going to say Francine here.
I don't even know her name half the time, but it is Noelle Shores.
Hi there.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
You did a wonderful job on camera with the legend.
Thank you.
You did a really
That was my first rodeo.
So anyway, huh?
That was my first
That was
rodeo.
the first time.
Ever. I don't. What? I'm going to run a camera in my classroom? That's legal.
Yeah, but you know, it's not. I mean, you've got to be like on the ball the entire time.
That's a special ed teacher.
You know? Well, that's true. That's true.
Jack of all trades, master of none.
That's true. Done. So we got a great ball game here for you tonight. Here, we're just going to talk about a little bit. We got Chris Fabry that's going to come in a couple of minutes. Montville, the Wolves, they are 3-1 coming on in. The Wolverines are only 3-0. So we've got two really solid teams.
They played a heck of a game the other night. Aiden Cutter, number 2, Curtis. Wow.
Yeah.
They were jumping out the gate real early, so it'll be interesting to see if they have the energy to do that again tonight.
You know, and there was this no-look pass by Colby Mills, which not only fooled his own team, except for the person he was passing it to, the alleged Colonels, but fooled the entire stands as well as the play-by-play people.
Yeah.
They even fooled you on camera.
Did you see the double take, the shake?
Yes.
That wasn't me falling off the bleachers either.
That was amazing. That's my favorite timekeeper. There she is. How you doing? Yeah, we're just kind of kicking in right now. Are you timekeeper tonight? You're the best there is. You're the best there is. So we talked to a couple of the coaches early before the game tonight to give us a little bit of insight on what they thought was going to be the keys to tonight's game. Like I said, both teams, on paper, very, very close, But first, we're going to talk to Coach Meski of the Wolverines. And he's a pretty intense guy, is he not?
Yes. To see him in action, he runs the court on his side.
He absolutely does. So we're going to talk to Coach Meski, and we're going to do that on SNSN Sports. Here is our talk with Rob Meski. So you're 3-0 so far. Yep. Tonight you got Montville. They're doing very well themselves.
Yeah, we have.
What's the game plan against Montville tonight?
Well, they're very good, and they have a combination of things. They have an athletic big guy, in Cole Bullock. They have good guards. They have a guard that's fast as lightning. The plan is not to change anything. We're going to play fast and see what we can do. I know Koblock can be an issue because of his size, and Chong and Treat, and so it's a good team, very well coached team. So we'll see what we can do.
So what's going to be the difference between, say, them and Ledger that you beat handily the other night? And I'll be honest with you, I did not think that it was going to be as big of a win as you had.
Yeah, I don't think anybody really did, but these guys are athletic, and they kind of feed off each other. And Caden got us going, and Colby does so many things well, and Aiden, and we got some role players that have really done some things.
So the matchup between Kozlowskis and Shefflin the other night.
Yeah,
Shefflin, what is he, 7 feet for crying out loud? He's a big boy.
About 6'7". The offense we run, Caden's up at the top of the key a lot, and he does it very well. He's not our center; he's a forward, but he brings a 6'7" kid away from the hoop, and then he's good enough to get by him. Then he's also good enough to shoot it. So very lucky to have his skill set playing right there. Really am, and I don't take it for granted. And he's kind of thriving in that spot. I think he likes it. He's kind of like I said, he's at the top of the key, and he has decisions to make with the ball. If he hands it off, he keeps it, he shoots it, he drives it. And Caden, he did it all last year as a sophomore and did very well last year. And he seems to thrive playing against these big guys.
Yeah.
And Caden I don't know if he takes it as a personal challenge, being 6'2", and but what he's able to do from that position, I kind of back off and just, hey, keep doing what you're doing.
It seems like your team is very smart in certain ways, especially like we're going to talk about, let's say Kobe Mills. He had this no look pass that not only fooled the entire Ledyard team, but everybody in the stands, including the play-by-play guys.
No, let's face it. Kobe's got point guard skills. Kobe's another one. I mean, I talked to him in practice. Here's a guy that handles the ball, can shoot it, plays other big guards. Your Zane Brewers and these guys. He's an athlete. He's a tremendous athlete. It's a point. He's not even he plays the 4. We have to give guys numbers, I guess. But Kobe's just another point guard out there, along with AC, along with Braden. Kobe's a point guard. He just happens to be 6'1", and very athletic and very good court vision. Again, I'm going to try to keep my cards right here, and just try to fly below the radar and just say, hey, I'm very pleased with what they're doing. They're a fun group to coach. Obviously, it's a big week for us, with Montville being more important than the other two. Yes, I look forward to this week. You got NFA coming here. St. Bernard's coming here. I think there's going to be a lot of people there. I think the guys are excited for it. I want to make sure, though, I know this is airing tomorrow night, that we don't get ready to play tonight. And, obviously that's my thing.
Anything else you want to say before tip off?
No. It's I want to thank you for what you're doing. I think our guys are spoiled. And I'm going to tell them that. We got travel sweats. We just went to Florida. Getting our games broadcast, to playing in front of nice crowds, and I want to make sure they don't take it for granted. I don't think every school has the publicity that we're receiving. So it's a good. I tell my boys all the time, it's a good time to be a Wolverine. My parents, my God, it's just it's a really good time.
All right, Coach, thank you very much, and good luck tonight against Coach Seir. And that was our coach with our chat with Coach Rob Meski of the Griswold Wolverines coming to this game 3-0, and boy, they got a busy week. We got tonight, we got tomorrow, and then we got Friday. Some pretty big games. So, Chris, this week is crazy for Wolverines. Although tonight's really the only game that really counts.
Yes, small division or medium division. Yeah, very important. And then the next 2 games would be big statement games for the Wolverines. The St. Bernard's, who I think is 3rd in the state right now. And then you got NFA, who's always is the big fish in the ECC. This is definitely an important one, and I think we're going to have a good one. Courtside, people starting to file in. I'm getting excited.
Yeah, I want to thank one of the Montville students, class of, I think she said 2024. Her name was Michaelina. She actually did the hardest thing that we need to do during setup, and that was run the internet wire underneath the bleachers. She literally crawled from one side to another. So very much appreciate her for doing that. So.
And Blake Mills should probably thank, because I was about to go get him and do it, so maybe he doesn't even know that.
Thanks, Blake. It almost happened. We're almost helping out. So we just had a conversation, we talked earlier to Coach Rob Meski, giving us a little bit of pointers of what he thought is gonna happen tonight, how they're going to go ahead and look at things. And now we also spoke to Coach Joe Seir, the head coach for the Montville Wolves. And this was our chat with Joe Seir just a little bit ago here on SNSN Sports. All right, just about ready to tip off here at Montville High School tonight. And we just spoke to Coach Rob Meski a little bit ago, and now we're going to welcome in the head coach for the Montville boys team, Joe Seir. Hello, Joe.
How we doing?
Good. Nice to meet you finally.
Thank you. You as well. Thank you.
So Tell us, a little bit about, I'll run down a little bit about your season so far, and then maybe you can summarize it real
Mhm.
quick. A win over Lyman, 73-47. Norwich Tech, 59-29. Now they got a stud guard too.
Yeah.
So that's a really, really good win. Turtelot, nice win, 74-52. And then there was one loss to Grasso Tech, 71-59. Tell us a little bit about the season that from the coach's standpoint.
The number one thing we're looking at from our guys is just for them to come out and play hard and compete every night. We're lucky because we have a good 7 or 8 on varsity that play really, really hard. So if we lose a game, it's never going to be because of our effort. And that was something as a coaching staff last year, with it being my first year, we really tried to set the tone in terms of, we're not going to be outplayed. If a team's better than us, maybe they beat us, but they're not going to outwork us. And then the guys really, especially this year, have really bought into that mentality. So we were young last year, and I think we're, a little bit starting to hit our stride a little bit right now. So, but that's our main thing, is these guys play really, really hard.
You have some returning players this year
Yep.
that are attributing to your season so far. One guy I'm familiar with just from through the years, and I guess he's only a junior. Tell us a little bit about Jack Treat.
Yeah, Jack's a great kid and great leader. He was last year started as a sophomore, and was voted unanimously by his teammates as a captain as a sophomore. So he really sets the tone for us. Really mature, responsible. He's like a coach on the floor. And then he's just really, really competitive too. So he's a baseball guy first, a really, really good baseball player. He'll be playing at Bryant when he graduates, but he's so competitive. He brings it in basketball too. So he sets the tone, and he's a really, really good guy. We're lucky to have him on the team in terms of his leadership and toughness and all that.
So you got a big guy in the middle, Jace Kobaluk, a senior.
Yep.
He's about what, 6'5"?
Yeah, I'd say he's a legit, probably 6'5", 6'6". Yeah.
Okay. How do you think he's going to match up against Kozlowskis? Now, Kozlowskis they just went up against Ledgerd and Shevlin, who's like
he's like
legit 6'7", 6'8".
Legit 6'7", 6'8", yeah. And he's
you imagine that kid when he grows into his body.
And even compared to last year, he's gotten a lot better from last year. Yeah, that will be a really good matchup. I think Kozlowski's got the better of him last year a little bit. But it's a fun match. It'll be an interesting matchup because they're bigs, but they're not really your traditional back to the basket post player. They both can shoot it a little bit. They could put it on the floor. They're both pretty athletic and have good footwork. So that will be a really interesting matchup to watch, which I think will be one of the determining factors for the game. So I'm definitely excited to see that. Excited to see those two, skilled bigs compete, which I think is kind of the direction the game is going. It's, you see, more 5 out, more 4-on-1 with bigs that can dribble, pass, shoot versus the old days where it's, back to the basket kind of bully ball. So that would be a good matchup.
If you could say, well, this is my X factor on the Montville squad, and you could pick one player to say who is that X factor / impact player, who would it be?
Right now for us, a guy that's playing really well is Jaylon Raphael. He's a guard. He's undersized. He's probably 5'5", but he's a freak athlete. Like he'll grab a rebound off the rim, above the rim, and his motor is nonstop. Like we take him for granted a little bit with all that we ask him to do, but when he gets it going offensively a little bit, it makes all of us better in terms of our team. And he's a guy we talked about in the film the other day. He does the little things that you might not show up in a box score or might not, you're not going to write newspaper articles about. He'll guard the other team's best player, chase him around for 30 minutes, no questions asked. He had 12 rebounds the other day. He's a 5'5" guard who had 12 rebounds. So, and just again, kind of goes back to the team identity that we're looking for. Just plays really, really, really hard, no matter what we ask of him. So he's been a really, really, he played well last year, didn't start all the games. And so he's really taken a nice step this year, more of a leader and really buying into what we're trying to do.
Anything you want to add before we get to tip off? Anything you want Anybody know about Montville?
Yeah,
how you guys play? And
I think typically people, look at Montville historically as a football and a baseball town. But I think we got a group of guys who are really trying to leave an imprint and, leave some history behind us, as a town and a high school that can be successful in basketball. These guys play really, really hard every night. And, we're hoping that we have some goals this year that we're looking to achieve. And they're a team. It's not one guy. We've had 5 different guys score in double figures in our first 4 games. So they really play well as a team. The thing I take most pride in is they're a group of really good guys. We don't have to worry about any of that. Group of good guys. They're tight and they play really hard. So I couldn't, in terms of effort and in terms of the kids I get to coach, I couldn't ask for anything more.
all right, Coach Joe Seir, the head basketball coach for Montville. Joe, thanks for taking out some time. I know you got a busy schedule. Games coming up pretty soon. So,
all right, thanks for having me.
All right, that's our conversation right there with Coach Joe Seir, the head coach of the Montville Wolves. So we are just about ready to get underway here as they're announcing the starting lineup. We've got Cutter, Waters, Kazlowskis, Mills, and Widener. Is it Widener or
Widener?
All right, so there's your top 5. There's your starting 5 for the Griswold Wolverines. And now it's the starting lineup for the Montville Wolves.
Number 1,
Jalon Raphael, a senior guard.
Junior,
Number 4, Jack Treat. Now this is one of the players that Coach Seir talked about, who's basically general on the floor. And even as a sophomore, he was voted one of captains, just because of the way he takes control.
That's rare. That's great. Says a lot about the kids.
You got Kobaluk, Collins, and Chung. I think Kobaluk is. So he's the big kid. He's the big kid in the middle. Kobaluk, Jace Kobaluk. He's a senior as well. So right now we are going to take a quick break for the national info. All right. We know what that means, the national anthem. That pretty much is the very beginning of every sporting contest in the United States. So,
A statement written by the ECC.
You ready for some basketball, Mr. Faber?
I am. I love it. Courtside seats. Normally, I don't get these with normal games, so this is great. Excited. We have a 3-1 Wolves team.
Yep.
Against, are we 3-0 or 4-0 at this point?
3-0.
3-0.
3-0. Turtleout, Wheeler, and Ledgerd.
All right. I think this will be a good one.
I think this is going to be better than people think. Even though like Montville is usually known as possibly either a football or baseball, more baseball, more than anything.
Yep.
Not so much a basketball team. but they've made great strides. And then you have Tim Delwig, who's the AD here, is very good with these kids. I hear nothing but great things about Coach Delwig, the athletic director, and they're rebuilding a program here, kind of like what they're doing in Plainfield.
Okay.
So there's a lot of schools that are rebuilding. Griswold was going through that rebuilding phase for the last 5 years, so it's a cycle.
Yep.
Oh yeah. So.
And it looks like they only had a senior or two on that starting lineup, so this should be a pretty solid team coming up. I got some insight from one of the Montville teachers I used to coach and teach.
All right, Montville's going to go ahead and control the ball to get it over to Jack Treat, who's, like I said, pretty much the floor general for the Wolves. So they dribble to the right, kind of hand it on off to Collins, and it's stolen, and Cutter got the ball already. Here we go.
Chipped away by Kaz on that. Both teams start out man-to-man. Something I love to see. Sometimes a sit back in a 2-3 zone can be boring. Kaz probably wants that one back. But
yeah, that's the rare air ball.
Yes. The way he shot last game, again, he was due for an air ball here or there, or at least a miss. I think he was 100% from the floor, it felt like, against Ledyard. High pick and roll for the Wolves. Chung with the ball on the perimeter. Attack and Chung, a sophomore.
Speaking of Chung, we're going to talk to his dad a little bit later on.
Yes, a legend over at Waterford back in the late 90s. Then played at Coast Guard.
Cutter almost got called. He got, I think, lucky on a travel there.
Oh, Widener, wide open three. Oh,
it's 2 air balls in a row.
Hopefully that's not how the night's going to go.
Let's hope not. No score, 6:45 to go here in the first. Should talk some aliens later on.
Sure.
Space aliens.
Should have brought my wife here. She's all about that.
Have you, I don't know, I've been on this side of TikTok lately where it's been nothing but the aliens are coming, the aliens are coming. And you know what's not coming are any shots for either team.
No kidding. This 3 by Chung. Rebound by Montville. I don't think Coach Mullins is very happy about the wide open Wolf to catch the ball there.
So Widener taking a seat.
Board. Widener's taking a seat.
Carmelo Curtis into the game for the first time. And he's really starting to ramp up himself. Now that kid's a running gun though. Like I said at the other game, he'll shoot from the
Ooh, what is going on?
Mills tried to follow it, but look there, who's there is Carmelo Curtis. He's getting double team underneath, gets it out to Nick Waters over to Kobe Mills on the right side. He's gonna drop, stop, and
nice
take.
Release finally.
And that's a 2.
It's getting a little nervous there. We had 2 air balls and a ball hit the backboard. So that was nice that Kobe could kind of silence it for the first bucket of the game. We got a foul. Treat on the take. Try to left-hand floater. Going to the line for 2.
Kozlowskis is first.
Kozlowskis.
To the line for 2.
So Kozlowskis with a couple of air balls and a foul to start off his game. First one is good for Treat. And 1 for 2.
Kaz with the rebound. Out to Cutter. Mello is wide in the corner, but I don't think Cutter could get it to him. Good aggressive take, but stripped away by Raphael.
Treat tried. Kovaluk was not waiting for that pass.
Got a reach on Cutter. Wolverines' second foul will be on the floor.
Fouls on Cutter, his first, team second.
Look at the difference between Kovaluk and Kozlowskis.
Yeah.
And they're over there chatting down there a little bit. Funny thing is, they're all going to go home and play Fortnite.
Probably against each other.
Maybe even on the same team.
But the difference in the Ledger game is a little different with Shevlin. He towered over Kaz.
Actually, Kozlowskis kind of
Cutter sneaks away.
nice fake out to Mills. The ball gets out to Treat.
Treat's going to attack. Left-hand floater.
No good.
Mills with the board.
A lot of running.
Good look.
Inside to Kozlowskis
Nice.
and in
That's
for
pretty.
2.
Nice look by Colby.
Kozlowskis for 2.
If you're Montville, you don't want Kozlowskis to get going. Treat only a junior.
Yeah, junior captain, impressive.
Chung fake. On over to Raphael, no good. Up and in for
Looked like that ball
Collins.
was out of bounds, hit the tape up top, but
Collins for
no
2.
call by the ref. I don't think the coaches are happy about that. I would not be.
4-3 is the score right now. 4:07 to go in the first.
Ball tipped by the Wolves, so we'll stay Wolverines. Keep wanting to say Indians since the change.
You know what? You can't stop. You never know.
That just
I mean,
my whole childhood, it was always Montville Indians.
just like Killingly.
Yep, the Redmen. Are they officially changed now?
They officially have taken
and
away.
what is their name?
Killingly.
Oh,
They
so-
don't think they have a mascot right
really?
now.
So they kind of went like the Washington football team.
Kind of.
So the Killingly basketball team.
Nice inside move there by Kobaluk.
They were the Red Hawks for
Jeez,
a minute or two before they switched it back to Redmond
I thought they were the
or something.
Hawks.
Yeah, the Red Hawks or the Hawks.
The Red Hawks,
or,
yeah. I think you said the Red Hot. Like,
like
wait
the
a minute.
candy.
Yeah.
Oh, kick out. Mello. 3. No. Kaz there to clean it up. All right, get Kaz going. Definitely what the Wolverines need.
I'm telling you, this one's going to be a doozy. This is going to be back and forth. But, we thought the same thing about Ledger, too, and then the Wolverines blew it out. Look at Chung.
Correct. Chung,
Chung just
sophomore.
over Cutter, man. Let me tell you,
Chung,
for a 2-pointer. And looks like Montville spreading out the floor.
Mello with a deep 3. No good. Chung with the rebound, pushing up the floor. Tried to thread it into Treat, but stolen. Wolverines going the other way. Mills open in the corner.
fouls on Raphael. His first, team first. Johnson and Payne in for the Wolves.
Is that a foul on Cutter?
No.
Okay.
Substitutions for Montville. Looks like we have number 3, Cameron Payne.
Kozlowskis skies up and drops it in.
Kaz cleaning up the boards, doing the dirty work inside.
Kozlowskis for
Last
2.
game, all those points came from almost play set for him. And tonight looks like he's getting most of his buckets, just getting to the basket, grabbing offensive boards.
Wolverines back on top. Chung.
Ooh.
Seems like he can get right above Cutter, but Cutter almost got the ball stolen, but grabbed it back as Raphael tried to get it from him.
Aiden Johnson also subbed in, number 13, looks like a small forward. Good, nice block by Kovaluk.
1:42 to go. 8-7 is the score. No one really dominating yet, getting out of the box, it seems like. Long 3 there by Payne.
Payne for 3.
And everybody getting on the board for the Wolves.
Kovaluk tipped away. Kaz wins the ball. Now he's attacking.
Almost thrown
sloppy,
away.
but it tends to work out somehow. This layup, Chung with the rebound.
Seems like Kozlowskis is having a little bit more trouble with Kovaluk than he did with Shevlin the other night.
Yes, it looks like Kobaluk is going to be pretty physical tonight with him.
For 3.
Johnson on the miss. Oh, Cutter tried to get it up to Waters, but
Wolverines
Johnson recovered nicely.
Wolverines a little sloppy in the
Yes.
first, and luckily they're only down by 2. Because Montville started a little sloppy themselves at the beginning. Cutter with the steal.
This will be interesting.
And he got fouled.
Went for the reverse on that. Drew the foul.
That's going to be on Kobaluk.
Fouls on Kovaluk, his first. Cutter to the line for 2.
I thank the Burns Agency and Danielston and Norwich for being one of our perennial supporters here. They are awesome. Talk about being a great local business. The Burns Agency and Danielson, or I should say Daville and in Norwich for all your insurance needs. You'll buy better at Burns. BurnsAgency.com.
It's like Mo is giving Kaz and Waters a breather at the end of the quarter. We have, let's see, who we got on there? Plants. And
Widener back into the Wolverines.
Plant and Joseph with the substitution.
10-9. Sure, the coach, I heard Joe Seir just a second ago, said just play for one shot. Play for one shot they're looking for here. Joseph, yeah, he's another kid that wait till he gets a little older. And the Plant gets the steal. He's going to bring it back a little bit.
7 seconds.
Over to Colby. No look pass got stolen. And what was that all about? He traveled.
Sure, what happened there? I'm going to guess that Sear's probably not happy with that, even though he did steal that, and that was his. But maybe he thought he got called for a foul. I'm not sure.
Maybe he thought
or the clock was out.
Yeah, I thought maybe he thought the clock was out. But
and they would have had to launch a 3 anyway, so it wasn't like he had a layup.
He's just running.
Yeah. Just forgot he's playing basketball.
All right, we're gonna take a quick break. You are I'm still getting a kick out of that. You're watching ECC basketball right here on SNSN.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
All right, here we go. We are back here at Montville High School, everyone, and we're just about ready to start the second quarter. And what's your takeaway on the first there? Coach
Wolverines have to clean it up. I'm sure that's what Mo's telling them right now. It's just I like Montville's defense. That is a couple things I did hear from some scouting reports. They seem scrappy. They seem to want it. Green definitely has to take care of the ball. But I love it. I like coming and seeing 2 man-to-man defenses. Usually that's a lot of up and down the floor. A lot of action.
I just got texted from home from Melissa saying it's toasty in here.
Nice take.
Nice move by Cutter.
That is a strong take. That's a good way to start the second quarter by the Wolverines. Backdoor cut. Oh, we got a kick, though. Backdoor cut. I like that. Wolverines run a similar play where they have a man at the wing, go hard at that wing so that man's defender picks up. They cut backdoor. I always tell the kids, if you see the back of your defender's head, that's an automatic backdoor cut.
There's a long 3 by Payne. No good. Wolverines got the ball. It's the Wolves and the Wolverines.
Yeah.
Waters.
They
Nice,
should have numbers. They should have numbers. Attack the hoop.
nice aggressive play there by Collins, though.
Step
Cutter.
back for Cutter. Got it.
3.
Cutter starts out with 5 points in the first 45 seconds of the second. High pick and roll for Treat by Collins. Over to Payne.
And Cutter is
Oh, good luck. Possible travel on that. Coaches are working that one, definitely. Moved both feet before the ball hit the ground. Cutter could. Oh, he was feeling it. Widener. Offensive board off the glass. The Wolverines have scored the last 3 possessions down the floor. That was Widener.
Widener for
Yep.
2. So Wolverines up by 4. It's their largest lead so far.
Collins steps
Nice
back.
block.
Nice block by Kaz up to Widener. Over to Waters. Beautiful.
Nice
That's the way you run the
play.
post.
There you go.
That's what I remember by Braden Widener when I coached him in middle school. He had a great floor sense. He could get that ball up to anybody he needed to. Nothing's more
That
important
was
than
Widener, right?
that. Widener had the assist. He made it happen, but he's the one that got it to Waters.
Waters.
But we could see the window that Widener just put that ball in, which was pretty tight.
All right, so we got a timeout on the floor, and we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN.
Strain Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto.
All right, we are back here at Montville High School. Wolverines have their largest lead right now, 18-12, and 6:07 to go in the half. Wolverines a little more aggressive in the second. Have you noticed?
Yes, absolutely.
A little more sure-handed.
Yep. Taking care of the ball. They cleaned it up.
And it's like Cutter kind of took control.
Oh,
Nice, no look.
Beautiful. That's
And he got fouled.
travel. Oh,
Whoa,
boy.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, boy.
They called him for the foul.
That's
the
a tough
travel.
one there. I'm not sure I saw what he saw.
Water's not a fan of that
Ooh,
call.
I don't think anybody wearing green is a fan of that call.
I'm not sure I saw the travel. Did you?
I saw nothing. I saw a beautiful pass, a great cut.
And now they're calling that. Oh, they're all right. So one ref is calling it off of the Wolverines, but the looks like the senior ref is all right. They're going to call it
All right.
back. Change the call. Wolverines ball.
I do like that when the referees do kind of get together, meet real
Yeah.
quick, and just get the thing right. Everybody has different angles.
Everybody,
You got to make a quick call. Ref in basketball is one of the toughest, hands down.
look at the triple, quadruple coverage.
Widener. Oh. So Wolverines not really feeling it from the outside tonight, unlike every game I've seen this year. So it's going to take some tough defense, some rebounding, some X's and O's to beat this Wolves team if they continue to shoot like this. But as we've seen, games have been close in the beginning.
They just called the second foul on Kozlowskis.
Oh boy. So Mo is looking up and down the bench, but I think he's going to stay with him. Don't reach. Chung with the ball, attack and pull up.
Collins, no. Couldn't get it to fall. 4:46 to go in the half. Cutter has definitely been the catalyst here in the first half, especially in the second quarter.
He's finding Waters, open.
He almost got an over in the back there, so he's got to be careful of that.
Good look by Chung, stolen by Waters. Kobe Mills ends up with it, finds Widener. Oh, almost had a charge there.
Waters,
Nice take.
No travel there.
Nope. Puts the Wolverines up 8. starting to roll a little bit with 4:15 left in the first half.
And the Wolverines again. Widener. You're very familiar with this kid, are you not?
I am, yes. I've been watching Braden since probably the 3rd or 4th grade. I think he moved maybe Plainfield or something. He moved down to Lisbon, and then he joined the Lisbon Youth League. And I remember seeing him for the first time and thinking, all right, this kid's going to be a player. Kind of had that court sense that you normally don't see at that age.
Have you seen the JVs play?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yes.
You
My son plays.
somebody you know is on that team.
Yes.
But have you seen really how dominant they've been?
Yes.
All season long.
Yep.
Already. It's a young season, but still. And it just gives you an idea. Like we were talking about, how things are in cycles, right?
Yep.
And, the rebuilding process. And Griswold has been rebuilding for quite some time. And it looks like now, the last couple of years, has really been a pretty balanced, aggressive team. And I think from now, boy, they're going to just get better and better every year.
Yes. So right now, in the freshman class coming in, there are 4 that are playing. Well, 2 that are playing freshman and JV, and then you got 2 that are playing JV and varsity. So that's 4 solid kids right there, and they got a blast from the past. The latest installment of the Strain family. Nick, who's on the freshman team. Excellent player.
The Strains just keep coming, just like the Mills kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of Mills.
So they got a real good freshman class, and that's a solid 5 right there.
All alone is Plant.
They're feeling it.
That's 3.
That seems to be Plant's job. Come in and shoot threes, which has got to be. It's
Why not?
It's got to be fun, right? That's your job. All right, I'll just come in and just launch some threes. Chung, try to answer it. Nice box out by Mills.
Oh boy, that was good.
Gotta love that.
Kovaluk didn't even challenge him.
Plant keeps it alive.
23-12. This is kind of like the Wolverines the other night against Montville.
Waters hard take. Foul looks by Kovaluk. Maybe it was Treat.
It was Treat.
It was on Treat.
Fouls on Treat, his first.
So the Wolverines, they started out, a little slow against Ledyard.
Yep.
14-14 after the first. And then they just kind of ran away with it. Kind of like what it's starting to be right now.
Exactly.
Waters.
I think we were tied in the first quarter with Ledyard.
Yeah.
I think we said the same thing. We got a good game here, and it turned out to not be a very good game as they pulled away.
Now they've doubled up Montville, 24-12.
Waters. It's both.
Waters has 6 in this quarter alone. So far, the Wolverines have held Montville.
Chung out to Treat. Ooh.
Well, that's going to change my statement there.
Kovaluk rebound over Plant. Plant had a good box out on him, but there was not much he could do besides that. Ball was high. Kovaluk was able to get the ball, and then a pretty nice power dribble, spin move, and a nice little touch, and you can possibly get 3 the old-fashioned way here from the line.
That was on Plant. But what I was going to say is, that's only the second field goal that Montville has scored in the second quarter.
You're right, yeah. Good point.
Curtis back in the game.
Montville is out in a 1-2-1-1. That's a more of an aggressive trap, especially when you have 3 guys underneath their foul line. See if this changes anything. Raphael with the steal. Finds Chung out to Treat.
Just about 2 to go.
Cutter with the steal. Great help defense. Oh, that is a pretty look. And Plant with the left.
Plant for 2.
Cutter just muscled that ball out, and The pass was probably even better. Plant ran the floor very nice on that one.
And they haven't needed Kozlowskis. Have you noticed that?
I just now noticed you saying it.
He's been on the bench for a while.
I
And
thought something was missing. Plants give a great spark off the bench here.
Plant and Waters.
Oh, yeah.
Kovaluk got stripped, but no foul off of the Wolverines. Thanks for joining us tonight here on SNSN Sports. Mike Minarski along with Chris Fabry and Noel on the camera.
Widener back in for Waters. Kovaluk. And they had a bounce play from Treat. Put back. Oh, they got that 1-2-1-1 on. That could change some things. They've gotten a steal in the first possession. They put it on and a tip on the next one. Looks like they're going to go back to man-to-man.
Seems like they eased up on Kovaluk a little bit, and Kovaluk has now scored the last 5 points for the Wolves.
So Mo might be looking to get Kaz back in there. That's a thing right now with the Wolverines. They got, when you think about it, they are nothing but guards and small forwards. Waters, he's feeling it.
Wow. 8 points for Nick Waters in the second alone. 29-17 the score. 1:11 to go in the half.
Would they call that a jump?
Yeah, they called possession arrow. So
Montville on a 1-4 low set out of bounds. See this a lot. College. Chung wide open on it. Oh,
Locked.
nice. Oh,
yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, Widener got him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Must have got him with the body.
No, he got him with the hand. He did. He got him.
Oh,
he hit him on the left hand. Yeah.
Okay, I missed it.
So speaking of Chung, you're gonna talk to somebody at halftime.
Yeah, figured bring him in. It's one thing
His father.
His father, yes. One thing I'm really starting to like is that I'm realizing at the age that I'm at, when I played, all the guys my age seem to have their kids. I see all these names, and I'm like, I know I played against his dad. I played against his dad. I got my kid as a freshman, so it's kind of cool. So right now we have 2. They're almost next to each other, Curtis and Chung. They both played in that era. Yep, both in the ECC.
Mills for 3. What do you know about that? Not giving Montville much breathing room, are they?
Treat. Oh, looking to attack. Just lost the ball. See if Montville comes back to that 1-2-2. Or I'm sorry, 1-2-1-1. And nope, they're going to go back to man. 47 seconds left. 12 seconds different on the shot clock.
Why not? Why not? You know what? If you're feeling it, you're feeling it. You know what I mean?
It could have been NBA range, Mike. Could have been.
When you're shooting like that, you just get him the rock. Let him go.
Raphael's got a very quick first step. Foul on Mills. I think it's going to be a shooting foul, even though it looked like he was changed his mind when he got up there to pass.
So Collins and Brailer are going to come back in for actually Collins. But Brailer is I think it's the first time we've seen him.
Brailer, yeah, I do not remember that name. Number 15.
Yeah.
Brailer played JV, pretty good player in the JV level.
Collins Brailer in for the Wolves.
Takes Chung and Kovaluk.
It's Raphael's first points of the game, or point. 34-19. Oh, I got it.
Mills with aggressive rebounds. Out to Widener, 12 seconds on the clock.
I have the wrong score up here.
It's going to kick out.
Curtis.
Oh, that would have been a dagger at the end of the half.
Plant tried to put it up, but no go. All right, that is the end of the first half. First half, pretty much even Steven. Second half, well, Wolverines kind of just started to walk a little faster. So we're going to take a quick, and we'll be back in a minute. And see, Coach Fabes got an interview lined up for us, and we're going to talk to one of the guys he used to play against, and happens to have one of the kids here on the Montville team. So we're going to go ahead and take a quick break, and we will be back with that right here on SNSN Sports.
You buy better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better. It burns. You buy better.
If you've shopped for insurance, you've gotten caught up in this trap. If you need insurance, press 1. If you need good insurance, press 2. If you need cheap insurance, press 3. Don't get stuck in this endless loop of wrong options. Call the Burns Agency today. No automated systems, no voicemail, no call centers. Real, licensed account managers here to guide you through the insurance process. From quote to purchase and long-term quality customer service. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
You buy better.
Better it burns.
Much better.
So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
You buy better.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett
All right, so we have Sammy Chung. Now, me starting to do this job. Hello? Okay, we're good. One thing that I'm starting to see is, yep.
All right.
I graduated in 97 from Ledyard. And so at my age, I'm starting to see a lot of kids, and I see these names, I recognize these names. The first thing I saw was Chung, and I knew that you were from Montville, and you coached a little bit from Montville. So then when I saw you come in the building, those that don't know Sammy played at Waterford, a phenomenal player. We were the same year. I remember seeing you the first time in 7th grade. I think you dropped about 40 points on us in the middle school gym down in Clark Lane. And then Sammy went on to play at Coast Guard. But I was just kind of curious of what you're up to. And I know you coached a little bit. And I know you got your son out here. He's a sophomore. And just, anything that you want to kind of tell us?
Yeah, I was coaching for a little bit after I graduated from the Coast Guard Academy. I was lucky to go back to the Coast Guard Academy to assistant coach under Pete Barry. For a few years, coached their men's team. We had a good stretch there, and then I went to coach Montville girls for a couple of years and had
I remember that.
a lot of good experience there, a lot of good memories. And then I went to the Avery Point men's basketball program for 5 years, and then COVID came around and kind of shook things up a little bit. And then the timing was there to stop coaching because my kids are in high school right now. And as you mentioned, yeah, it's nice to see some of the familiar names around high school with what you mentioned with the Curtises, the Treats, and myself.
I think the last time I coached at Lyman for 10 years, and I remember seeing you when you were coaching the girls. Coming into this building, I remember seeing Turney. That was a name that we battled against. Right. There's a bunch, and then we have Isaiah Curtis sitting right over here. Was phenomenal shooting guard at New London around the same time, about a year older than us.
Yes, absolutely.
So this Montville team, what can you tell us about them? Their future? Are they? It looks like they're kind of young, and they got a bright future ahead of them. Especially your son is a sophomore.
I feel like the team is pretty good. I mean, last year they were very competitive. They were scratching the surface last year. This year, I think they're going to be way more competitive. They're 3-1, I believe, right now.
Yep.
They have a lot of potential. My son is young, obviously, but they have a couple guys that are also young, have a lot of upside to them. So I look forward to watching them play the next couple of years.
Awesome. And I saw, I think it was in the newspaper, your daughter.
Yes.
What year is she?
She is a senior.
Senior.
Yes.
You got any more?
No,
Two.
no, 2 kids. Yep.
Two.
Yep.
Both
Man,
playing
I
basketball.
got to break in here for a second.
Yes.
I got to break in here. You have a senior and a sophomore?
Correct.
You look like you're 12. You look very young.
Thank you. I'm 45 years old.
You don't look a day. You know what? When he said that that was his father, I'm like, it's his brother.
Very nice.
Really,
He
honestly.
did ask me. He goes, "Your brother?" I said, "No, it's his father."
We're the same age.
Yeah.
I'm going to go back over here now. You guys continue talking, but I had
I'm
to
a
check
little
that out. Yeah.
So really appreciate you coming on. We just we thought it would be a good opportunity to kind of talk and get your insight on it and see how you're doing, and maybe we'll kind of continue something like this if we see you again if you're interested in joining us on it. But it was good kind of hearing about what you're up to.
Yeah, thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Okay, good seeing you.
Good seeing you too.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
All right, good conversation. Thank you very much. It's good to connect. You know what I mean? It's good to connect with the parents, that used to play and stuff like that. So you can almost kind of live vicariously, which is kind of cool.
Absolutely. And then the
little blast from the past there. I tried to get Curtis over here. He says no, he would not. He is having none of it.
We'll get him.
But
we'll have plenty more Griswold games. We'll get him at some point. I want to tell the story when he stole the ball from me at half court.
Come on, we'll talk about Carmelo. We'll talk about Farrow. Come on, what's up with that?
Yeah, and then it would be I bet you there's a lot of people that are if they're watching the broadcast, especially when they start scouting teams, and they want to watch this. They will know. There'll be some parents out there that'll remember Sammy Chung.
Yeah.
And he was. I remember he started as a freshman over at Waterford. He was a phenomenal player, and then played the Coast Guard Academy. I did not know he coached, so that was kind of some nice information that we got from him there. I didn't know he coached at the Coast Guard Academy.
All right, just about 3 minutes left to go in the half. We're going to go ahead and take a 3-minute break, and we'll be back for the start of the second half. You are watching ECC basketball right here on SNSN Sports. Perfect. I'm going to go fill up my water. Come on, we'll talk about Farrow. Next game. We'll get to next game. Let's feel. Not much. Yeah. I just don't want to. If I tear something or I do something, it would just be miserable. I'm always on my feet working and stuff. So, but I get there every once in a while. Oh, yeah, the recovery time. Yeah, he's playing freshman JV. Not really playing JV, but he got pulled up. Yeah, so I'm happy about that. He had 21 in freshman today. We're happy about that. Yeah, he'll be psyched about that. He had 19 on the first one. Coach is kind of let him fly. Yeah. He was Mello, right? Yeah. He had coming off a couple injuries, right? What do you have?
Last year, this year. Sophomore year here.
Was it like on an impact or just on a sprint? Who's he played for?
Nobody now.
Oh, okay, it's already. Yeah, Tim. Yeah, Sparks. I teach in Lebanon, and that's what kind of I coached the minor memorial football. And so I coached the Lopez brothers. David. So he started really, yeah. I coached David before. I coached David before. Jade and I only coached for the 1 year, and then COVID hit. And I stepped down after that. That's your
All right. Coming into the second half, 19 Montville, 34 for the Wolverines. I'll be flying solo until Mike makes his way back from wherever he went. Had a good talk with Sammy Chung, kind of reminisce, and then I just had the same with Isaiah Curtis, who's sitting right next to me, but he did not. He did not want to get on the mic. We'll get him next time.
You're good.
All right.
You were muted.
Oh, I was muted. Okay.
So you were having a good conversation, but you were muted the whole time.
Man, I brought us some really good stuff too. That's too bad. Oh, we have a big steal to start and a. No, it's just a turnover. Not a foul or a travel. It's just out of bounds. So it was Collins on the steal. And then on that quick jump stop, looked like maybe stepping something. Looks like athletic director's going to clean up that.
He's multitasking. He's directing and cleaning.
Oh, nice look by Widener inside. Over to Mills. And we got a foul.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. Mills going to line for 2.
Was he actually shooting or was it on the floor?
I think he was trying to shoot, but he got hit across the arm, so it looked like he barely get it off.
So that's a second on Kobaluk. And that's not the way you want to start the second half.
No, with Griswold, with Kaz in the foul trouble. It's not what Montville wants to also get Kobaluk in there. They want Kaz out and Kobaluk going against a bunch of small forwards and guards.
Mills misses the first.
Hits the second. Griswold continues to play man-to-man. Raphael trying to create. Good help defense by Cutter, not to let him penetrate at all. Out to Chung, over to Treat. Oh! Probably a missed foul call on that one.
Yeah. I don't think that was intentional. I mean, it was.
No.
I mean, they hit face to face.
It's like the second half might be a little more physical than the first.
Cutter, I'll tell you, the kid is the most intense kid on the floor.
The hit he had on Thanksgiving Day, I will never forget.
God.
Nice take by Kaz.
Almost uncontested on that one.
Yep.
Kozlowskis with 8 and another steal. You're going to send it up to Cutter.
Oh, one more pass. Cutter didn't see him, but
He's got to set it up again.
Under control.
Oh, he'll
Nope.
just take it. Look at that. And, just
So
off to the
they
side.
Left the ball on that one.
Collins. Nice rebound.
And
Over to
a good look.
Raphael.
Ooh.
And nice move.
Nice left by Raphael. Collins made that happen, though. A little pressure, controlled his body, pivoted, and then found the streaking guard there. Griswold still holding on to a 16-point lead. Going to send Cutter up just to add a little pressure to Chung here. Turnaround jumper by Kobaluk, no good. Kaz with the rebound, but he does have Raphael right behind him. Waters, who had a huge first half. That's a nice, another
That's
solid
beautiful.
take.
That's 10 for Nick Waters.
Been impressed watching Nick Waters over the last 2 seasons on the football field and on the basketball court. Oh, ball slipped out by Chung. Tried to get it into Kobaluk.
Just so you know, to put this game into perspective, right? In the first quarter was 10-9. Montville led, and then the Wolverines outscored Montville 25-9 in the second quarter, much like the last game.
Yep. I think it's just the energy that Griswold brings, and it's just nonstop. And then when they sub, they got 2 more kids coming in with the same amount of energy, and I think they're just wearing teams down. They got athletes, and I think one of the biggest things is they can kill you with anybody on the floor.
Widener,
anybody can score. They can all handle the ball. They all bring intense defense. It's a great group. And then they got
that was kind of handed to Kobeluk there.
Yeah. And then they got their spark off the bench with a couple shooters. And they could probably go pretty deep on the bench also if they needed to.
Kobeluk has 9, who leads all Montville scorers. And Nick Waters with 10 leads all scorers.
Design play for Widener for a 3 in the corner. Gets the Cavs from the elbow. Waters gets in to try to rebound. Collins comes up with it. Finds Chung. Got it closely.
Chung tried to get into Kobeluk, who was a little double trouble on him with Kaz and Widener.
Fouls on Widener, his second, team first. Johnson here for the Wolves.
Aiden Johnson subbing in for Collins.
We got to get it. You got to hit those bunnies.
Yes. Nice move by Kobeluk, though. Just got to finish that.
Yeah,
it's got to be frustrating by Coach Seir.
Look at Kaz. Bang the board and in. Kozlowski's in double figures now. Timeout, Montville. All right, we're going to take a timeout as well. And with the score 41-23, 4 minutes to go in the third. We'll be back in a minute right here on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
Matter what
If this is off or what.
Okay.
But while that's playing, it mutes the microphones.
When you have your commercial.
Yeah, so right now it's nothing. It's just back.
Okay.
It's not playing a commercial. So if I hit this right, you're back
Yep.
on. Ready?
All right.
Just like that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Got it? All right. I had an interesting day today.
Oh, yeah?
I ordered oil yesterday. Last night, we ran out.
Oh.
Because the oil wasn't coming until today. And I'm like, I thought I had another day. So now it's like really cold this morning.
You picked the vortex.
The coldest day. Yeah, yeah. Brilliant, huh?
Oh, God. And you have to restart it. Have you got to that point? I don't want
So-
to rain on your parade here, but yeah.
So we tried to
when it
restart
goes out, yeah, it's a pain.
Well, we bled it, right? So,
Yep.
I mean, I've done
Not
that
all the time.
before, you know, so, and it was like, it didn't start. We couldn't get it to start at all. From the corner.
Kobeluk with rebound, knocked away
Johnson.
by Widener.
So it's cold. We're freezing. The dogs are good. You know, that's they're dogs.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care. It wouldn't fire. It wouldn't fire at all.
Oh, you couldn't get it back on at all?
No.
You have a wood stove or anything?
No.
Oh,
We
boy.
had nothing.
Oh, boy.
We had nothing. Nice.
So what hotel did you stay at last night?
No, we didn't know till this morning. You know.
So what hotel are you staying at tonight?
No. Hold on. I'm almost there. Mills with 2. Mills has 8 as well for tonight so far. So
turnover by Johnson, dragging that back foot. I think he had miscommunication with Raphael.
So I called a friend of mine, Dominic, right? Dominic Scavone. A lot of people in town know him, and he's a furnace guy, and but he's not doing it anymore. He's teaching at Wyndham Tech. So I'm like, plus he wasn't even around today. So now I'm like, really? So then I forget there's a guy in town that has done.
Oh, we got a jump. Treat tied him up.
I thought that more would have been a foul, but
yes, I
think
thought it was
he got
a
away with
foul
that
by
one.
Johnson.
Doesn't matter because the possession arrow. Oh, it's Montville anyway. But there's a guy in town who works on our house from time to time. Nice alley there
finish
by
Koval. Good look. Payne. Nice attack. Found Koval.
Timeout on the floor. Looks like Coach Mo was talking to the ref a little bit, like, "Hey, what's going on here?" Because that last one right there, I do not think. I would think Treat fouled him. I don't think that should have been a jump ball.
I think he's looking for an explanation on that. Yes, that no foul call.
So anyway, there's a guy in town who has worked in our house and everything, and I'm like, wait a minute, McGuire Plumbing and Heating.
I was just about to say that.
Son of a gun.
I've been biting my tongue.
So I called Jeff. I said, Jeff, you do heating, right? Yep. Jeff was at my house in 15 minutes. He went ahead and he did all the filters because it had nothing to do with the oil. The thing was just all jammed up. Cleaned up everything, and now we have heat. Thank you to and that's just community right there. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the first thing I was going to say. I said, how would you not contact McGuire Plumbing, the president of our youth football program that we've been working with for years?
I know.
Sometimes you just forget. He's my go-to.
Sometimes when you panic, you don't think of the obvious things, right?
Yeah.
So, but Jeff was over there, and I just saw him over in the stands with his wife, Jamie, and his Liam. Their son plays.
Colby from a deep three.
Boom.
Yeah, perfect. That looked good as soon as he left his fingertips.
Colby with 11 now.
Raphael the attack. Possible travel. Payne. The shot. Looks like Montville had changed up the defense on the last possession. I think they went to a half-court 1-3-1. Try to get something going.
It was a good acting job by Treat. Trying to.
Nice no-look pass by Mills.
I think Montville better get a timeout. If they score again.
Take by Collins. There you go. That helps.
Collins for 2. Okay.
Nice left.
Collins with 6. Wolverines up by 21. 1:48 to go in the third. So I got to tell Jeff that I pretty much talked to him like a god.
Well, you just gave him a nice little plug there.
Yeah, see, he's not even that far down on my text list. He's right there.
And that reminds me, I absolutely need to clean my furnace. So I'll give McGuire Plumbing a call. Got a foul on Collins at half court. Oh. And Coach Mo just got himself a technical.
He just got teed up.
Yep. It's like the first of the year. Coach Mo is going to send, looks like Treat.
What did he do? What did he do that was so terrible?
Not sure what he said, but he wasn't happy.
Probably didn't offer him whoopie pies that him and his wife make that are delicious.
No, another plug.
Treat hits the first.
I think Kaz was fouled a couple times before they called it, so Mo wasn't happy about that, as I could hear him yelling to blow the whistle.
So 48-29, and Montville's going to get the ball back as Payne, who's right in front of us, going to go ahead and inbound the ball. And Carmelo just knocks it out of the way. Going to try it one more time. Little animosity going on. Out there.
Yeah.
Little John.
It's getting a little chippy here.
That's good. It's good for competition sometimes.
Oh,
Nice
nice
back door. Whoa. That was pretty. That was probably the nicest play that Montville put together all night.
Cavs kick out, stolen by Treat. Gonna push it up the floor and kick out to Payne. Payne's another name of high school, about late 90s. Played at there's a couple of them. One at St. Bernard's.
Cutter.
Crowd's starting to wake up a little bit, Mike.
Well, I think the technical did that.
I think so. Usually it does. Oh, we got
here we go
foul.
again.
There we go.
And Treat put on a drop toe hold. And
Mo's trying to get an intentional on that. And Mike discussed that. He did after the ball was stolen. Out of frustration, kind of reached out, grabbed his leg. So it's a possibility, but it's not going to get the attention.
No.
Team third.
Under a minute to go in the third.
So a rule, if those that don't know, watching, when a coach gets a technical, they have to sit for the rest of the game. So something rare to see Coach Mo sitting on the end of the bench and
not walking around.
Not allowed to get up.
So now that was a little bit of okay, there we go. But he also got hacked there by Raphael. Did you see that?
I absolutely saw it, yes. So I think you jinxed us when you said this was a quick game.
Yeah,
I have a bad feeling that we're going to have some.
Sorry.
That's it. I got nowhere to be.
Payne got his first foul.
Put a double screen.
They're almost in the bonus,
corner,
too.
Opens up Mills. Kaz with the offensive rebounds.
And now they're in the bonus.
First team fifth, as last is still line for 2.
So number 24? Who's that? Oh, that's Chung. What am I talking about?
Yeah, I was going to say.
My Lord, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. I was looking for Griswold. Didn't know what you're talking.
Kaz misses the first.
Waters comes in for Plant.
Here's the second, puts it up, and it is no good. And it's okay because
kick out to Curtis.
Waters comes down with the
Good
rebound.
decision. Waste a little time. Waste that clock.
And Kazlauskas is going to try to get those two back, and he does with the over-under. Oh!
I think that's the best part of Kaz's game.
Dude, you want to be on the show? It's okay, and we'll give you a microphone. I mean,
best part of Kaz's game, I think, when he catches a high post, turns and squares, and then usually when you attack a big man, usually they don't really have that speed that Kaz has. Looks like they're going to try to get the last shot. Actually, shot clock is off, so they could get the last shot. We got Kobe versus Kobaluk. Oh, nice possible pick and roll. Cutter with the attack. Big block. Still got time. No.
all right, that's the end of the third. 52-31 Wolverines. About ready to start the fourth in a second. So, do you need a new recliner?
Do I?
Yeah.
Why?
Maybe.
Who sells good recliners?
Bill's Bedding and Furniture Showroom.
Oh.
Up in Danielson on North Main Street. They got recliners right now, starting at $499. $499, and get this. Ready, Chris?
I'm ready.
No interest financing for 12 months, equal payments. So you take it, you add the tax, you divide by 12. That's what your payment is, and there's no interest for a year. None. Zero. Zip.
So you'd be stupid not to do it.
And you can just sit back, kick back, and watch SNSN Sports on YouTube. What a deal. What a deal. Anyway, Bill's Bedding and Furniture Showroom. no interest financing right now on recliners, $4.99 and up. So how can you beat it?
You're crushing it with the sponsorships and the plugs tonight.
Yeah.
Imagine that scene in Wayne's World where he's
Party time, excellent.
Yeah, and he's talking about the Pepsi and the Pizza Hut and all that.
How do you think I'd pay you?
You pay me?
Let me check my Venmo again. Hold on. All right, we're starting the fourth and final quarter.
All right, Montville's coming out in a 3-2 zone.
Nice.
See if they can change anything.
Nice swat away there by Chung. But the ball was lost by Raphael right back to the Wolverines.
By Waters. And the call.
And he's getting the bonus.
I'll be honest, I did not see the foul on that one. Oh, said he hit him on the side of the face.
We'll be back on the air tomorrow, streaming live as the Wolverines will be at home taking on the NFA Wildcats. Cool for Cats.
That'll be a Division 3 versus Division 1 matchup in the ECC.
Sir. Waters is having one heck of a game.
Take by Collins.
It was a nice move.
Ooh. A foul on Kobach.
I don't. Yeah, it was. I see. It was kind of ricocheted off of. I think Raphael into Kobach.
Widener took a step as he was after he caught the ball. Looks like. And the turnover.
So, what do you think about if you're looking ahead to NFA tomorrow night?
Well, I hope Griswold has the legs for it. I'm not sure if NFA is playing tonight or not. That can be a huge factor right off the bat, especially with Griswold relying on their intensity. I think it's gonna be great. I think it could be a great statement for the Wolverines. The crossover games in the ECC usually they're favored by the larger schools, but I think the Wolverines are playing outstanding right now. I'll be honest, I haven't followed a lot of NFA and how they're doing this year. Jeff Brown, great guy, great coach. Second year over there.
Is that Raphael?
That was. Yep. Griswold still kind of hanging on to that 18, 19, 20 point lead. Coach Seir's tried a couple different things. 3-2 zone, 1-2-1-1 press. Try to get back into it.
See if I can find some scores here.
All I can say, if Griswold can go 3-0 this week, that would be epic. That would be a gigantic statement in the league and in the state, especially when they got to finish the week with St. Bernard's. So no cupcakes this week. Chung on the attack, kicks out to Raphael. Also on the attack, finds Kobach from the foul line, shot. Cutter with the rebound. Kicks it out to Waters.
So Ledger beat Stonington tonight, 63-60.
$63-60. All right, so good matchup there.
It's about the only one I can find, as far as ECC matchups.
Could be the only one over.
Yeah, but sometimes they go ahead and they give updates and stuff through. But
I think that'll definitely be a big factor. If NFA had the night off, back-to-back, always tough.
Nice steal there by Raphael. And he got fouled, and he's going to get the bucket as well. So the hoop and the hurt.
That could be a little momentum there. Could be not enough at this point with 5:20 left.
You never say never, man.
Correct.
Never say never. 17-point game, but that could get erased in a hurry. You get too complacent, and now it's 16.
Montville's brought the press back. It looks like they're pressing on score or made baskets. Cavs from the foul line. Looks like it's short.
See, now the Wolverines aren't hitting anything right now. Treat. That would have been a statement right there if you hit it.
That could have been a timeout.
Yeah.
Oh. Looks like I know the coaching staff is fighting for a couple fouls there by Treat.
That was on Treat, his third.
Possible bump in the body. They got it on the second one though.
Yeah.
Treat's coming out.
Well, that's
his Treat's fourth foul.
Fourth, yeah.
Waters from the elbow.
See, the Wolverines have gone really cold. And it's opening a little bit of a door.
Oh. Nice pass by Chung. Tried to get to Raphael after going coast to coast after that rebound. Johnson getting bumped by Mills. That is the
second. No, that's his third.
His third, team second.
Was it on Mills, right?
Timeout.
Yeah, it's a second. Okay.
Definitely on Mills.
All right, we're going to take a quick break ourselves. The score 55-39. Montville making a little bit of a push right here on SNSN Sports.
Strain Family Motors has arrived. They're your local auto super center. Put some excitement in your day and rent a Polaris Slingshot from Strain Family Motors, adjacent to the Green Onion Restaurant on River Road. Check out Strain Family Motors Super Center on Facebook as well as strainfamilymotors.com for everything sales, service, and excitement. River Road, Lisbon, Strain Family Motors, your local auto.
And we're back. 4:30 to go in the game. Montville making a push. And the jumper there by Chung and hits.
Brings it within 14.
Yeah.
Griswold moving the ball well.
Oh, Cutter got picked by his own player.
I don't think they wrote that play up.
Oh, look who's all on Waters and for two.
Waters for two.
$17 points for Nick Waters tonight. Having a heck of a game. I want to thank everyone for joining us here on SNSN Sports tonight. Thank you to our sponsors, of course, Bill's Bedding and Furniture Showroom, the Burns Agency in Danielson and in Norwich, as well as Strain Family Motors in Lisbon.
So NFA is playing tonight. They have Fitch. So that'll be a large division battle for them.
So they may come in tomorrow a little banged up.
Yep. So I guess kind of puts them both. Ooh, nice.
Nice. Wow. Kobaluk's for real, man.
Yeah, he's got some moves down there. That's normally something you see out of a guard. Mills.
That's going to be a jump ball.
Collins and Cavs fighting for the ball.
Possession arrow favors the Wolves.
Wolves are still battling. You got to give them credit. They were down by 21 at one point.
3:03 to go, and they can literally cut the lead to 11 here. Or even 10 with a 4-point play.
And that's one thing that Sam did say at halftime. Pretty scrappy young team.
Kobaluk.
Definitely not giving up. Kobaluk's going to line.
Was that on Cavs or was that on?
I think it was Cavs.
Yeah, it was. That's his third. I think this is probably his roughest game so far this year. I mean, it's still very early in the season, obviously.
Yeah. Well, he got an early foul trouble. That usually gets kind of kids off their rhythm in the beginning. Had a Had some offensive boards, some putbacks. And that's actually his. He had 2 right in the start, and it took him until 2:50 left in the game to pick up that third. So he did well.
Kobaluk hits them both. Kobaluk with 15, leading the Wolves. The lead down to 12.
Yes.
But
Waters having
is having himself a ball game.
Oh,
give him the bucket.
Got the continuation on that. Nice aggressive take by Raphael.
Raphael's got 10 in the fourth.
His first.
10 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
All in the fourth one.
Could be 11.
Treat returns from Montville.
Treat's coming back in. Chung going to take a seat.
JR to the line.
It's one shot here for Raphael. And no go. I think you got to slow it down.
Oh!
And count it!
That was a nice little statement by Colby. I think he was thinking of dunking that.
I think so too. Look at, he's even saying it too. He's like, I was gonna slam it down.
About it. Kind of wish he did, Mike. I would have brought the house down.
I think it kind of did. They knew what They knew what his intention was.
I would have been, I think, on Kobaluk and Collins if it went through. But still,
Kobaluk's even laughing. And Colby misses. 3-point play. Almost over back there.
Collins,
See that?
yeah. Collins breaking the pressure. Usually don't have your power forwards do that. We shoot. Oh, we're in the bonus, Mike. Montville's made it interesting, though. They didn't give up.
Who's the foul on?
Number 1. Was it Cutter?
That's Cutter. I thought he only had 2. That's his third. Collins misses the front end of the bonus. A little more whistles in the second half than the first. And he gets the second. 9 points for Collins.
Oh, Curtis shoved out of bounds. It looked like from my side, but I am a lot farther from when that referee was.
Kobaluk
puts it back. We are at 11 points. Luckily for the Wolverines, the clock is on their side. We're under 2 minutes.
I think they're going to slow it down, just kind of burn some clock a little bit here. And Mo is up. You notice that?
Yes, Mo could get another technical if he's standing. Good kick out. Waters, why not?
Nice tap out by Kobaluk to himself. And they called a charge on Kobaluk, and that's his fourth.
Ultimate sacrifice play, taking a charge, especially by when you're a point guard in their center.
Minute 15 to go.
I think that could have been it. I think that might. Kobaluk got an and one on that. Would have changed the momentum a little bit, but I think at this point,
there's a foul on the floor there.
Chung,
that's a second. And now they should be in the bonus, and they are. So both teams for the last minute 8 are going to shoot 2 the rest of the way.
Plant returns.
8 points for Aiden Cutter tonight. Mr. Intensity. .12-point Wolverine lead. Got to give it to Montville. 9-point lead. The 3 and the timeout.
I was paying off the bench.
Yes, it was. They've really trimmed this down. It's a 9-point lead. Never say never.
Correct.
Never say never.
And I did say never. Wasn't the right when they started this run? So I kind of jinxed the Wolverines. If there was a fifth quarter, which wouldn't make any sense.
Maybe there will be.
A lot of rule changes.
Huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of rule changes.
Well, if it's a tie,
oh,
then
that's true.
We play a bonus basketball. It's really been the tale of two cities. Really. First was kind of a wash. Wolverines took quarters 2 and 3 handily, and now the Wolves are really gaining traction here at the end of the game.
The Wolves had to outscore them in the fourth. So the middle of that game, all Wolverines are the Wolves are coming out in that 1-2-1-1 press, zone press. Which, once they get over half, they're going to have to either switch to man or they're going to foul because they.
I was just going to say they're going to draw fouls.
Yeah, you can't be in a zone once if you want them to hurry up. Zone press, absolutely, but once they cross half, they're going to have something else. So it's either going to be a foul or they're going to go right to man. It's my guess. Looks like they're trapping. Oh, all right.
And that's going to be an easy bucket for
the Wolves.
Here come the Wolves.
Way to get someone half court for Cutter. They're just staring at him.
It's been the Raphael show. It's been the Raphael show here in the fourth quarter.
I was actually just about to say, I think Mo needs to get Widener in that game right now. He's somebody that you can trust when you need some smart plays. You need to waste the clock. He's a smart point guard, so he looks like he just subbed him in.
So the senior Jalen Raphael with 12 points in the fourth alone.
I like that kid.
He's pretty electric, isn't he?
Yeah, quick.
I was saying he's got that breakaway speed.
Especially on that finish he just had. Looks like he jumps a little higher than us.
I can't jump. Probably because I'm fat and old.
I don't know if that's anything to do with it.
Oh, it's got a lot to do with it. It's got a lot to do with it. Had no heat in the house today. Boy, you'll tell you, I'm frozen. Let it go, man. Let it go.
Did you get yourself a nice hotel in Mohegan Sun?
Oh, yeah. I'm a baller.
It's cheap, right?
Yeah. I can go, you know who I am? I know Chris Fabry.
That's right. Hey, you're a local celebrity.
You know what?
I don't know if that gets you any discounts on Mohegan.
No. I'm just a guy, just like anybody, just calling sports, man. Celebrities are the teams, the kids. Is that a foul on Payne?
I think either that or Raphael.
Oh, I honestly, this is honest truth. I've never looked at anything that I do with SNSN as anything more than me just doing a job. Just a guy who loves sports.
Pretty cool job, though, Mike. I'm enjoying it.
I got to say, it is fun, yeah. I bleed green, so.
Paying with
long
a deep
three and hits it.
Man, these kids will not go away. They are down 6. That's 2 shots.
God.
They will not go
It's
away.
a 2-possession ball game. They were up 21 points at one point. That was redundant. At one part of the game, the Wolverines were up 21. They have chiseled and just chipped away until now it's 64-58. A 2-possession ball game. I mean, there's 19.7 to go. Okay, fine. But good clock management, and if the Wolverines, who went cold here in the fourth, look, I promoted this game as this was going to be a good one. And I didn't lie.
For a quarter, it wasn't, and then these guys just don't quit.
You got to give it to Montville, man. I'll tell you.
I like this team a lot.
They are scrappy.
I mean, if they get a quick steal or a quick foul, or they Wolverines miss it from the line.
I mean, you got Koboluk, right? But you've got people like Payne, Raphael, Collins, Chung with a few buckets. I mean, they spread it across the floor. There's not one superstar. Looks like you got, Koboluk is the leader, but trying to break that press. And they get it across, and Koboluk does foul him, and I think that's it for Koboluk. I think that's 5 on Koboluk.
About to find out.
Yep.
Looks like Seir's looking down the bench. He's going to put Johnson in. Solid game for Koboluk. What did he end up with?
Koboluk? 15 points.
15.
You got to hit those.
So Montville has 13 seconds to get the ball down the floor. Possibly bury a 3. I'm not sure where.
Cutter's 3 for 6 from the line.
More timeouts. All right, that helps.
4 for 7. Makes it a 3 possession, right?
Yes. Chung looking to attack. He probably just got to get something up there. Chung step back 3.
Oh, get a timeout!
Yeah. Oh, he must be out. He's got to be out of timeouts.
That's it. That's the ball game.
They made this thing interesting.
But a 4-point ball game. Wow. A couple more minutes.
I think Montville walks into the locker room not as upset as most lost.
Oh my goodness!
I think Seir's got to be proud of his kids, never giving up, battling back, and making this into a 4-point game.
Holy moly! That turned into something. I mean, wow. We were counting possessions.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back to talk it up a little bit right here on SNSN Sports.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
If you've shopped for insurance, you've gotten caught up in this trap. If you need insurance, press 1. If you need good insurance, press 2. If you need cheap insurance, press 3. Don't get stuck in this endless loop of wrong options. Call the Burns Agency today. No automated systems, no voicemail, no call centers. Real, licensed account managers here to guide you through the insurance process. From quote to purchase and long-term quality customer service. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns.
Life is full of choices. At Jewett City Savings Bank, we can make one choice easy, finding the right checking account. We offer a range of affordable accounts to fit your budget and needs, and each gives you the freedom to access your money the way you want, online, through our mobile app, or with your debit card. It's your money and your choice. To learn more about the account that's right for you, stop by one of our offices or visit us at jcsbank.com. Jewett.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
All right, we're back here at Montville High School, and boy, I'll tell you, Fabes, one hell of a ball game.
Yes. We had a kind of a point in the, we'd say, third quarter where we're almost asleep, and we're kind of looking to pack things up early. And they just chipped away, like you said, chipped away, and actually brought this to a 4-point game. So you got to give Montville credit on that. Coach Seir tried a couple different things. He went to that press, that zone press, and back to a 3-2. And it seemed like to cause some issues for the Wolverines. Wolverines were hot, and maybe they took their foot off the gas. Sometimes it happens in the high school sports where they're kind of think they have it and put it on cruise control. And unfortunately, the other team just starts hitting some shots, and you kind of get in a funk. And they luckily for the Wolverines, time ran out. But if there was, like I said, if there was a little bit more time there, the Wolves,
you don't know what would have happened.
Yeah, Wolves could have stole it from them. Which is too bad. If the Wolverines could have maybe extended that to a point where they could have rested some of their starters for tomorrow night, they got a big one against the largest school in the ECC. It would have been nice if we could have put a couple guys there and rested them, but Montville wanted it.
Yeah, Montville wasn't going to let that happen at all. Boy, they came back like gangbusters, and we're gonna talk to some of the players and a couple of the coaches, hopefully, as they are talking to their players right now. But we'll be back to do that right here on SNSN Sports.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah. 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they going to know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.sim.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
If you've shopped for insurance, you've gotten caught up in this trap. If you need insurance, press 1. If you need good insurance, press 2. If you need cheap insurance, press 3. Don't get stuck in this endless loop of wrong options. Call the Burns Agency today. No automated systems, no voicemail, no call centers. Real, licensed account managers here to guide you through the insurance process. From quote to purchase and long-term quality customer service. The Burns Agency, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
You buy better. Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
All right, we were back here at Montville High School, and it's turned into more of a barn burner than we thought. I knew it was going to be a good game, and Coach Seir, wow, that was you guys came back like gangbusters.
Yeah, that our guys they don't give up. They definitely fight. We did that a lot last year too. So we definitely got to have a greater sense of urgency to start the game. But like I said with you in our earlier interview, I never question our guys' effort, never question our guys' heart or anything like that.
So
some stuff we got to clean up. But that was that was something we did a little bit last year too. And it starts with him for sure. Couple of for him kind of sets the tone.
You spoke about him a little bit this afternoon too.
I did.
So one of the things that everything was spread out across the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it seemed like Kobaluk is definitely the leader on the floor along with Jack Treat, but it seems like everybody pitched in on this team, and this is a team effort. I mean, you guys were the epitome of a team tonight.
Mm-hmm.
The scoring was, we talked about this before you even came over, right across the board. Jalen, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Let's see. 15 points, 12 in the fourth. What were you thinking, man? In the fourth?
We were down by like 20, so I feel like I executed way better at the end. and just play way harder.
You
Because I
took
see
off.
my teammates around me are playing harder, so I just know how to step up and play harder.
Now, did somebody have to? Did they give you any kind of courage or something? Somebody say something? Did coach say something to you, or do you just kind of?
Yeah, in the first quarter, first half, I just wasn't playing my best, and coach told me I got to play harder. I got to make my layups and stuff. So I just knew I had to do that.
Yeah, they seemed to. You didn't get any. You didn't score at all in the first, but I'll tell you, the first was very, very even between both teams. It was 10-9. You guys were up. What happened? Either one of you can answer this. The second quarter, 25-9. The Wolverines kind of outscored you. That's really, I think, where the game was either won or lost right there. What happened in the second?
I think the first we were definitely feeling each other out, and the second quarter I think we were thinking too much. Part of that was on me. I was trying to get a little, I didn't keep it simple as a coach. I was trying to get into our schemes a little bit too much. And, as you see, I think we're a little bit better when we're just running, playing hard, keeping it simple. So I think we were trying to out scheme them a little bit. And, that we're not best suited for that. And then again, I think, in that quarter, they out competed us. They were tougher than us, which our guys take, as a coach, and our guys take that personally. So, we definitely wanted to come out and show a different side of our team in the second half.
What do you think about that, Jalen? He said, I don't know. I think you guys were equally as tough. What do you think about that? The coach says that they were a little tougher than you in the first half. Is that where you kind of gained your strength from that, or?
Yeah, like second quarter, first half, we just got outboarded, outplayed. They just played way harder than us. So I just knew second half we just had to pick it up as soon as coach talked to us at halftime.
Well, I'll tell you, one of the things you said to me, Coach Seir, was, maybe Montville is not known so much as a basketball school. You guys are now known as a basketball school. You guys are, we were talking about how good you guys were and how you guys picked each other up. And it's right. So you guys deserve a round of applause for that.
You.
So coming back to only a 4-point loss, that is excellent. You guys played really well. Coach, any last words?
No, just I talked about them before. Our guys, they play really hard, and they play together. So, we're just excited. We have a couple more games. We're excited to compete. And our guys, at the end of the day, these guys, 4-point loss, we're not satisfied with that, but these guys are going to compete no matter what the score is. So thank you for coming out.
No, my pleasure. But you guys are excellent. It was so nice to be here to watch you guys play. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
All right. Thank you very much. Pleasure.
You're welcome.
All right. We got a couple more folks coming on in. Let's see. I got Coach Mo coming over, and we got Nick Waters coming on over. How are you, Nick?
I'm good. How are you?
We've talked to you before, have we not?
Yeah.
Before it was football. Now it is basketball. You had quite a game, man.
Thank you.
You had quite a game. You led all scorers with 19 points. What were you thinking when you came into the game tonight?
Just get to the basket. I feel like that's what I'm best at. So that's what I tried to do.
So between you and let's see, Plant was had a couple of key plays and assists in the game. But it seemed like, and I got to go to Caden just for a minute, but it seemed like he was maybe not as sharp as he normally is, but you sure picked that slack up in a hurry. Did Coach say anything about that to you, or did anybody tell you, that you were leading? You led the floor today.
No,
Nah.
You just
Coach, what do you say?
That's about all you're going to get out of Nick.
Yeah. So tell us about what you thought about Nick tonight, leading the team in scoring. And he always seemed to be open.
Once Nick figures out his role, which he is, he's capable of doing that. He doesn't need to shoot the three. He's so fast. He can get to the basket. He's starting to pull up. We've seen that a little bit. He's very athletic, and he's figuring it out. He knows he's starting to figure out what his role is. He can defend anybody, and he can get to the rim and out in transition. He's fat. That's it.
Yeah.
He's a very good athlete. And I think early on he said, I got to shoot the ball. He doesn't.
You were just feeling it tonight, it seemed like.
Yeah,
which is good.
Just getting to the basket.
Yeah, so you saw that athletic play he made down here, that dipsy do.
Yeah.
That's you don't coach that.
No. You just do that.
The kid can just do it.
Yeah.
So
what happened in the fourth is what I want to say. You guys were way up, and then all of a sudden Montville just kept chipping away, and they've got a great team.
Yeah.
They've got
how many did
really
they score in
good
the
team.
fourth?
Well, let's see.
God, we were in the 30s.
Jalen in the fourth? No. In the fourth, you guys scored.
No, they.
Oh,
let's see. We were up. No. 20.
Well, see, Raphael scored 12 himself. Payne had 6. So it's like 12, 18, 22, 25. They scored 25.
Yeah. That's 2 fourth quarters in a row we've given up over 25. But the last time was our JV guys. This was our, so we'll get there.
So let me ask you this. I mean, against Ledyard, because that's really all because that was the only game other than this one that we carried. It was very even in the first. Same thing here tonight. After the first, Montville was up 10-9.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, boom, in the second, you guys, it seems to be a trend.
Yeah. Well, these guys, when their energy is up, they're pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we just walk on the court and take things for granted, like it's going to be easy. And we talk about it all the time. And I think when they realize, man, when we turn it up and we play with enthusiasm and energy, good things happen.
Were you getting tired towards the end because you were all over the place?
Nah.
No.
I just
let it go. Huh?
Yeah.
Coach, anything else? Any little preamble for NFA tomorrow night?
Nothing. I want to keep my cards right here.
So you said earlier.
I think we're all looking forward to it. I am. I coached Jeff. I don't know, 30 years ago. I was his coach at NFA.
What I understand, I was telling Fabes too, is that tomorrow we're not only going to be able to be there for the game, but we're also getting whoopie pies.
Well, the boss was here, so we'll see what happens.
Coach, thank you very much.
All right.
I appreciate all your time today.
All right, thank you
really
very much.
Thank Nick, good game, man. Thank you very much.
Have a great night.
All right, Fabes. What do you got, Fabes?
I'm excited about tomorrow.
Yeah,
Want to see what the
tomorrow's gonna be a
Wolverines
big
can
game.
do.
Yeah. So
I didn't know Mo coached Jeff, but kind of makes sense.
We know now. Another big win for the Wolverines tomorrow night. We'll see what happens against NFA, and then you get the number 3 team in the entire state on Friday night, which we will also be carrying, and that will be against St. Bernard. So
yes, if they like I said, if they go 3-0 this week, that's going to be epic for the Wolverines.
So you're gonna be with me tomorrow night, right?
Yep.
So it'll be me and you tomorrow night with NFA. Then Kevin Thompson will be with us on Friday night against St. Bernard. So any last words, Mr. Fabry?
See if we can take down the Wildcats.
All right. For Chris Fabry, Noelle Schwartz, whatever her name is, on camera. Final score 65-61. The Wolves really made it a contest at the end of the game, but the Wolverines pull it out. They go to 4-0, and the Wolves jump to 4-2. So for everybody here at Montville High School, I'm Mike Minarski. Thanks a lot, everyone. And we'll see you tomorrow night right here on SNSN Sports.